So the day is finally upon us. I finally completely ran out of tricks to do in the intros. So I went and looked in my magical box of magicness, and I found the best, the one and only, the greatest, the holy grail of magic. Let me get a close up on this. The holy grail of magic. And it uses these 4 handkerchiefs. I can't even say it with a straight face. It uses these four these 4 handkerchiefs to okay, so so we'll take the blue one. Okay. Just in case you're colorblind. We'll take the green one. Put it in there just like that. We'll take the yellow one. Just like so. And we'll take the red one. Now, the interesting thing is, if you let them sit for a while, and you just let them kind of, fuse together, they all start to kind of combine, you can start to see just like that. They've completely fused together. I can't believe what does my life come to, dude? What the hell am I doing with my life? Oh man. What's good, peeps? It's your boy Eduard Todor. Today we're gonna be reacting to Joshua J. A lot of you guys have been requesting him, and I know he's a high-level dude. The reason why he's always stuck in my mind, I've never really seen him perform, but he always stuck in my mind because I read about somewhere that he only performs at like invite-only events, and I was like, wow, dude, this guy must be crazy good. If only invite only, like people, like he doesn't want people to come and watch him. He doesn't want people to pay to come and watch him. What the hell, like, you know what I mean? So that's how I remember him. But yeah, let's see what he has to do on. I think it was Fool Us, right? I think he was on Fool Us. Yep, definitely Fool Us.
Welcome back to Fool Us. Now, we like to think that it's a show that not only entertains, but makes you think. You can relax, however. You don't have to do too much thinking because Penn and Teller do all the heavy lifting for us. While they limber up, let's meet our next contender.
I'm Joshua J, and I'm from Ohio. When you're as crazy about magic as I am, you see everything through the lens of magic. Everything that I do, everything that I read, everything that I watch is fodder for magic tricks. The thing I love about magic is the same thing that I love about movies. So many different ways to tell a story. Alfred Hitchcock, Stephen King, many others. These people are great storytellers, and they would make great magicians. I like to try and transport the audience.
Ugh, what was the spring?
Into my story, and then give them this magical payoff.
That looked terrible.
Like
what was that spring?
It's like a game of chess between the magician and the audience. And the end game is pure entertainment, pure astonishment.
This guy's nice.
Incredible. That's what you go for.
Who springs cards like that, though? I can't get over that.
Mr. Lance Burton said of this next performer, this kid is going places. Well, we're thrilled our stage is one of those places with a randomly selected member of our audience to help him.
All right, let's get back to his magic.
Thank you. Thank you. It's an honor to be performing here for Penn and Teller and for all of you. And it's a challenge, right? To try and fool these guys, Penn and Teller. But not as challenging as the last show I did. I was trying to fool a 7-year-old girl.
Those are the toughest, man.
This girl came up to me, she wanted to see a trick, and I realized she was blind. Ooh. And I thought, that's a really powerful moment, and it is a challenge. Because magic is visual. It's for the eyes. If I were going to fool her, I'd have to fool her mind. So I'm going to show you what I showed her with your help.
This might
Now,
be like completely made up, but
I
that was
can't
an
have you
interesting
pick
scenario.
a card if you couldn't see because you wouldn't know which card you picked. Even if I could get your hand to the deck and have you pick a card out, you wouldn't know which one you were looking at. So I've got a better way. Hold out your hand and put your other hand on top. 52 possibilities between your hands. I want you to do it like this. First, think of the number. Do you have a number?
Yep.
And now I want you to think of a suit.
Okay.
Now you have a card, a number, and a suit. And this is perfect because he knows the card in his head, but of course Penn and Teller don't know it, and none of you know it. And you all need to know the card. Now, if you whispered the card, you'd accuse me of listening. So I've got a perfect way for Todd to code the card to all of you, and you will know the card, but I won't. Here's how it works. I'll blindfold myself and I'll turn away. And when I do, what I'd like you to do, Todd, is I want you to deal the value of your card in a face-down pile. So we'll get a close-up in a second on Todd's hands. And if you thought of 3, you'll go 1, 2, 3, one by one, and put the deck on top when you're done. Deal as quietly as you can so you don't think I'm listening. I will turn away. The audience will tell me when you're done. Go ahead and go. Deal that value of your card in a face-down pile. And when you're done, put the deck on top.
Okay.
When it's done, wow. All of you know the value of your card except for me, which is great, but you need to know the suit. So I'll turn away again, and I want you to deal the value or the suit of your card like this. If you're thinking of clubs, deal 1 down and put the deck on top. If you were thinking of hearts, do 2 cards, 1 by 1, deck on top. Spades would be 3, diamonds would be 4. Audience will tell me when you're done.
Surely you can just hear that, maybe?
Oh. Applause for dealing. I like this crowd. Okay. Now, the question is, how can I find this card? Because it's a perfect situation, right? Todd thought of the card. He never had to take it out of the deck, never had to show it around, never had to mention it. But now, how can I find a card for somebody's mind? And I'll tell you how. I'm going to go by feel. I'm going to try and feel for that card. Go by a feeling that I get. Todd, you didn't leave, did you?
No, I'm still in it.
That's good. I'm going to go, ooh. I'm getting a feeling on this card. Todd, did you by any chance pick
What is he doing?
the 4 of diamonds?
That I did.
Wait, what?
Is this card, by any chance, the 4 of diamonds?
How? Okay, I think maybe...
Thank you. But I said that this was a trick, not for the eyes, but for the mind. You see, there is no deck of cards.
What in the hell?
Peel apart. This is a real deck of cards. In fact, it's my gift to you.
The
and I
actual...
thank you so very much.
What the hell?
There it is.
Holy shit. That's insane.
That was phenomenal because I've seen a lot of card tricks.
Thank you.
But I've never seen one quite like that. Wasn't that out of this world? You have a lot of interest in the history, magic, and
Holy
tapes that
shit.
come before you.
Absolutely. My apartment is like a mad
I have to watch
scientist's
it
lair
again.
of
I have to
magic
watch it
stuff.
again.
I have Houdini's straitjacket that he used and his handcuffs and like 4,000 books because it's my life. You know, I mean, this isn't just what I do
Holy.
here. I'm thinking about it and reading about it constantly.
I'm assuming the straitjacket is on display. It's not used for like shades of grey moments at home, is it?
No comment.
So what was it? What kicked off your love of magic?
My dad showed me a trick when I was 8 years old and didn't tell me how it was done. And the
Wow.
not telling me how it was done part was what hooked me.
And did he ever tell you?
Never did, but I figured it out. So I had a little fool us in 8 years old in my living room.
I have my fingers crossed for you. Penn? The verdict.
Okay,
What in
we
the
see a
hell?
lot of people come out here and do trick after trick after trick, just machine gun quality going through that we have trouble keeping track of. You did one clearly plotted trick. They used actually 4 methods that you had to use to do that. Your cards from the very beginning were not shuffled and were not handled by Jonathan. And we also thought that the move you had to do at the end was done absolutely beautifully. Just gorgeous, wonderful.
Can I
And
just
in a
check,
wonderful
mate?
time, yes.
Just so we're closer, are you saying that something was switched or changed out?
There was one moment when something was. Not trying to say too much, but where something was switched. But there are 4 things that Teller can write down, and he will show them to you.
So, Josh, if you take a look at what Teller's worked on.
Hi, Teller. That's not correct.
Wow.
Wow,
And that's a pretty major part of it.
I think I can say without giving anything away, I absolutely did not do a deck switch.
You did not do a deck switch? Well, then I do know what you did do then. If you did not do a deck switch, then I think, and I didn't confer with Teller on this, but I think there's another way. I think you fooled us.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. Wow, bro. Holy shit.
You might want to give that to the young man. That's for Josh, right?
There you go. Beautifully done.
Holy shit, dude. What just happened? What the hell just happened? You guys know me. I don't fake my reactions. What the hell just happened? Holy shit. Wow, dude. That's crazy. Okay, my theory. Okay, that really hit me hard because I didn't see anything and I was kind of like I wasn't really watching super hard. Like, I wasn't trying to necessarily like figure it out right now. But it felt so natural and it felt so like it felt it just felt right. It just felt like he didn't do anything. And so like when that happened at the end, I was like, what? I'd have to rewatch it. I think my theory. I mean, the thing is, nothing felt bad. Nothing felt like dodgy. The only thing I can say is I feel like he could have heard how many cards he was dealing. But to rely on that, that's pretty ballsy. You know what I mean? To rely on that, that's and then maybe yeah. I mean, when he was turned away, right? If he could figure out the value and the suit, there are methods to then produce the card that he was, you know, without looking, without having to even necessarily, you know, you could just be, hands could be in the pocket, hands could be somewhere. There are methods to produce the card. So I'm thinking maybe he introduced, I mean, I really don't want to give too much away. Maybe he, let me think how to say this. You know the move you do when you have a card selected, it gets returned to the pack, you start shuffling and the spectator says, "Can I shuffle?" And you're like, "Oh, sure, take the pack, shuffle it, why not?" You know that move? That's the only explanation I can think of. That's the only explanation I can think of. No other, like, how else could you do it? How else could you do it? But I'll have to rewatch it. And the thing is, it felt so clean, it felt so natural, that I'm only coming up with a guess on how it could be done. I don't even, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not really thinking, I think this is how he did it, because I didn't see anything. It looked so clean. The guy, I don't know, man. Joshua J, man, you wizard. Straight up. Wow. I loved that performance, man. Because the thing is, the reason this hit me so hard, I think a lot of you guys might be like, really, that was the trick that hit you? I mean, you know, there are other stuff that's really cool and all that stuff, but that's exactly the type of trick that I like, that I want to perform. That's exactly the style that I'm going for. From my last performance, live performance, you might not see that. Like, that might be like, really? No, you don't. You just do like hustler moves. But in reality, in my long routines, so much of my routines are mentalism, and like not mentalism necessarily, but stuff like that. Thought of things. You know, they say stop on their card that they're thinking of. They, you know, and this trick is exactly like the epitome of like what I want to be doing. You know, there's a few ways that I do stuff like this, but damn man, that was strong. That was strong. I'm gonna go back and rewatch it right now. So, wow, wow, Joshua J, you beast. Woo, man, that was cool, man. I really enjoyed that. That was awesome. Well, that's about it for this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe down below. I do these videos daily. You know, tell me what else to react to in the comments. As always, mad respect, much love, stay lit, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.